Welcome to the reteach video for nouns and articles, section 1A.1 of the Espace book. Definition: a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. In English, you're used to the fact that nouns can be singular or plural. In French, something that's new is that nouns can also be masculine or feminine. So they can be singular, plural, masculine, feminine, any mix of the above. Below are samples of some nouns in those various categories. Just like English, in French, the gender of people is indicated by its article, its little L word in French. Nouns that designate a male are usually a masculine word. Nouns that designate a female are usually a feminine word. Below are some samples of the different masculine and feminine person words. The exception to the previous slide is that some nouns can mean either a male or a female. For example, the word le professeur could mean a male or female teacher. The word la personne simply means person, and it doesn't have anything to do with the gender of that person. Something new to get used to in French is that non-human things also have gender. French nouns that represent objects can either be masculine or feminine. The spelling of the end of the word often has to do with which gender is chosen for each noun. All of the nouns on the left are masculine, and all of the nouns on the right are feminine. Just like in English, you add an S to a French noun to make it plural. However, there are some exceptions. The exceptions are below on this slide. If a noun ends in EAU, if you're going to make it plural, you add an X instead of an S. Likewise, if your word ends in AL, you will also make that with AUX, removing the L in the process. This is the section of the note set that refers to definite articles. In English, we only have one definite article, and it's the word the. In French, there are 4 ways to say the, depending on singular, plural, masculine, or feminine. In front of a masculine word, which is singular, you would see the word le. In front of a feminine word, which is singular, you would see the word la. In front of a plural word in French, you would see les. And if the word is singular and starts with a vowel or vowel sound, you would put L apostrophe. PVG is a reminder of the order of what you have to look at first when you're choosing what little L word to use. It stands for plural, vowel, and gender. When you're trying to figure out which little L word to use, you should always check to see if it's plural first. If your word is plural, like this one, then your only choice is les, and you should not go any further in your analysis. If your word is not plural, but starts with a vowel, then you would put L apostrophe. If it was a word that started with an H, since the H's are silent, this is treated like a vowel situation as well, therefore you see L apostrophe. If your noun is not plural, and it does not start with a vowel, then you have to be concerned with what gender it is, either masculine or feminine. The easiest way to find out if a noun is masculine or feminine is to look it up in a translator or the glossary of your v-text, and it will tell you M or F for masculine or feminine. Because it's influenced by Latin, in French, when a group of people are mixed gender, you refer to them in the masculine plural form. It doesn't matter if it's 1,000,000 females and only 1 male, this is a rule that holds fast. So les amis with this particular spelling is the masculine plural form. Étudiant with this particular spelling is also the masculine form. Now we move to indefinite articles. The indefinite articles in English are a, and also some. For a and an in French, you use un if it's masculine and une if it's feminine. To say some, you'll be using the word des. Although the word some is often left out in English, it cannot be left out in French. You will always have some kind of article in front of your noun. This slide shows the use of the indefinite articles in front of various nouns. For anything that's masculine and singular, you'll use un. For anything that's feminine and singular, you'll use une. And for anything that's plural, you'll use des. There is no situation with indefinite articles where you have to be concerned if your word starts with a vowel. Below, there are some samples of indefinite articles used in sample sentences. A common question in the French, especially for a teacher to ask a student, is qu'est-ce que c'est? It's to be answering the question to identify something. If your answer is a singular item, you use c'est un or c'est une followed by the noun itself. If your item is plural, instead of c'est, you use ce sont, and you use des because it's plural, and then your noun would also be plural. So, qu'est-ce que c'est? C'est une librairie, and also ce sont des bureaux. This slide is an optional practice activity. If you'd like to do these problems and bring in the answers to show me, I'd be happy to look at them for you anytime. This is the end of the slide presentation.